Hello, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm here to update you how things are going and the reactions of our northern brothers concerning the issues of Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra agitation. Please be attentive. Your ears are needed for this vital information. So I have been trying to confirm how authentic it is. But finally, I have uh, come to the, uh, the fact that all what was transpired in the meeting that northern coalitions had previously is all about Nigeria, Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and Biafra Liberation Armies. So, listen. You see, when something is happening, if you don't know anything about it, hold your peace until you until you found out the facts and the figures. I don't like jumping into conclusion without knowing the outcome or the beginning of it. So, as I'm talking with you this moment, it is obviously clear to every northerner that Biafra is gone. And there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. Even if you decided to pick up ammunition, Biafrans are ready to challenge you with their own ammunition. And you like to connect Islamic countries who are terrorists to come and help Nigeria to fight Biafrans because they are Christians. Then you should understand that there are world powers who are solidly behind Biafra freedom. So let's not go too far in this very update. I just want to inform you the roundup of their meeting. In school, there's what we call a roundup. You may call it summary. The summary of the subject you are looking for. So it is in English. We have it in Bible knowledge, that is BK. We have it social study. We have it in, depends on the course you choose, science. We have it in mathematics, roundup. So as we go, the northern leaders have condemned the whole thing that have been happening and still happening now in Nigeria, and trying to say that during Buhari's regime is far better than what Tinubu is now doing. They described Tinubu to be a tribalistic man. They described Tinubu to be very wicked. They described Tinubu as an instrument of division. They described Tinubu as an infidel. Meanwhile, when you talk of infidelity, so they refer infidelity to a person who don't have religion or who don't believe in God. Meanwhile, Tinubu and Northerners are one. They work hand in hand. They are the same Muslim to Muslim ticket, and they do their things in common. They have their things in common. So I don't know what is paining them now. But what I'm telling you is that the Northerners have come together and had their meeting and second the motion that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was right in all what he has said, because there is nothing he uttered that have not come to pass. Everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said have all come to pass within just a space of time. So, for this reason, there's no need of holding him ransom, you know, holding him hostage in the DSS custody. Because why? Now, the whole world have come to the knowledge that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is innocent of the allegation that Nigeria government lay on him. And at the same time, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped by Nigeria government. The whole world powers and world leaders knows this. And it is against international treaty, and it is against Nigeria constitution, if at all they have any. For a federal government of a country to be a kidnapper is very dangerous. And they can see the manifestation and the materialization by the hands of Tinubu and Nigeria military, police, and DSS. That kidnapping issue is what now that have triggered everywhere. Because when they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, everybody who's supposed to speak for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be released remain quiet. And they brought the whole matter upon the head of the Southeast politicians and leaders, that they are the one who made Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to remain in the DSS custody. Because everybody fights for what belongs to him. But rather, Igbo people sell their own people because of money. That now, if Igbos doesn't know, they should now understand that the person who sponsored the private jet that brought Mazen Nnamdi Kanu down to Nigeria was an Igbo man, a senator from the Nigeria House of Assembly called Ifanyoba. So whether he's alive or he is dead, nobody knows, because the dead body refused to be buried. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So Northerners put the major blames on the Igbo elites concerning Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So that what they should do now is nothing but to go back to what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have said. And going back to what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have said, so they have to release him first, because he committed no offense. Somebody who said the truth, why should you jail him? Because he said the truth. Is there anything he said that didn't happen or have not happened? This is the northern leaders speaking. They should release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu first. Then, before any other thing should be talked about, that Igbo politicians are pretenders. That they are pretending. They never face Tinubu to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu before. And they never face Buhari to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu before. Rather, the meeting, they said they are having meeting Tinubu and Buhari is deceiving, that they are deceiving Igbo people. That it is not true. That in that their meeting, what they do is to each fire, make Tinubu to see how he will lose his respect and lose presidential seat as a president of Nigeria and lose the money he's supposed to get. So for this reason, Tinubu should not release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Buhari should not release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But Buhari and Tinubu forgot in a hurry that holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu hostage is going to bring international attention, because now they have made it to the extent that now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is more than the president of the whole world, because presidents talks about him, senators talks about him, MPs, governors, and whatever you call it, they talks about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegal kidnap, illegal rendition, illegal incarceration, incommunicado, torture, and maltreatment, because he said the truth. And that is the face now. So Nigeria court or Nigeria judiciary is just wasting their time because the truth have been spoken. Now the attention of the whole world have been drawn on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What did they think that will happen next? Whether they like it or not, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released alive. And this is a very big problem, that if anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody, as the whole world have come to the knowledge that he committed no offense, that it is going to be a big problem to Nigeria and to those who are sponsoring the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that Igbo elites, Igbo politicians will not escape the danger. So they let Tinubu know that the only option now is to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and divide Nigeria, that Nigeria have expired, that now they confidently believe on what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, that Nigeria have expired. So automatically, when something got expires, what do you do with it? You have to dump it or throw it to where not even animal will eat it, because anybody that try to eat that thing that have expired, they will die. Any animal that eat expired thing will die, because that is why it has an expiring date. So being that Nigeria have expired, and that is why the killings on daily basis is happening, because the people who are now claiming to be the leaders in Nigeria and the political leaders, political opinion leaders, they are nothing, because they don't have anything in their opinion and they don't have anything in their heart, nothing reasonable in their brain to offer to Nigerian citizens. So let nobody deceive anybody in the name of Nigeria is one. That Nigeria is not one. Nigeria have already disintegrated. Nigeria have already divided. So Tinubu should stop gallivanting and celebrating that he is a president, that he is not presiding over anybody. Tinubu is not a leader. Tinubu is just a figurehead which was pushed into Asorok. That it is a regrettable thing to them to have said that they made Tinubu to become the president of Nigeria. That statement alone have destroyed their reputations. So what I'm saying this moment is that somebody should understand nothing can be done for Nigeria to become a nation, and nothing can make Nigeria better. Nigeria is not good. Let us not deceive ourselves. Nigeria is not good. So talk more to be better. So northern leaders concluded to Tinubu that the best thing he should do is to step down and let Nigeria be divided, because they from the north have suffered miserably since he entered Asorok. But before I wrap up my message this moment, Why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu right and Simon Ekpa? So my question now to the Northern Leaders Coalition and whatever they call themselves. The question I'm asking now is this. If you have spoken well that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was right over what he said and over what he is doing, that Nigeria have expired, you agreed with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why now are you fighting Simon Ekpa? That is my question. Why are you fighting Simon Ekpa? You, the same Northern Leaders and Coalitions, why are you now fighting Simon Ekpa? Because the same cause that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for before you people agreed to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That freedom he was fighting for. He's fighting for the freedom of Hausas, fighting for the freedom of Yorubas, fighting for the freedom of Middle Belt, fighting for the freedom of Biafrans, fighting for the freedom of every single Nigeria and Africa at large. Because in Africa, here, that he was kidnapped. Why are you people now, against Simon Ekpa? Because the same journey that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went and was kidnapped was the same journey that Simon Ekpa embarked on now to finish it. Because that project cannot be uncompleted. Why now? What is your reason why you are fighting Simon Ekpa? That Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that. Then you ignite fire from your military terrorists, police and DSS. They shouldn't allow Simon Ekpa to remain in Finland. Simon Ekpa must be fetched out. Simon Ekpa must be assassinated. Simon Ekpa must be killed. Simon Ekpa must be extradited because he wants to divide Nigeria. Now, is it Simon Ekpa that is dividing Nigeria now? If you will agree that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was right or is right over what he is doing, can't you see that Simon Ekpa have validated the right of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafrans as a whole and the whole Nigeria? Can't you see that Simon Ekpa is trying to save the whole Nigeria from the consuming fire that Tinubu and Buhari ignited? Tell me, Hausa man, tell me, you are hearing me, you are listening to me. Tell me, how many millions of Hausas that the Fulanis have killed, and you remain silent in the name of religion? And this tells you that this is not religion that God recognizes, because God does not support killing of human beings. And a true Muslim, when you say Muslim, Muslim is a peaceful religion. If you go to the deep meaning of Muslim, it means peaceful religion. They are peaceful. If you see a real Muslim, he does not kill. He does not do evil. He does not commit anything bad. If you see a real Muslim. So let's tell ourselves the truth. I have been in the midst of Hausas for more than 20 years before I left Nigeria. If you see a real Muslim, he does not kill. But I want to tell you that the lifestyle of Fulanis, their influence and their impact is negative and contagious, that they specialize in killing, beheading. Because why? They are looking for the land where they will be settled and called Fulani country. And this was what have made them to massacre Hausa people in millions. Then Hausa people could not retaliate. How many Fulanis have